Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm watching episode 9 of Full Dive. Now, I'm happy that we could finally get another episode of this because this series moves incredibly slow. So, I feel like I watched last episode a little late, so that means that between last episode and this episode, it has been a decent amount of time where I don't feel that it has been too long. But yeah, last episode, again, it's starting to seem a little like progress is there isn't too much progress again, considering he is struggling again. But at the very least, it hasn't been full on torture like the early stuff was. It does seem like, despite everyone shunning him in the beginning, uh, the girl, at least in the recruits with him, didn't permanently do that. Which it seemed like she was going to do that at first. And I was like, oh no, not more of this. But at least they're throwing him a bone. Um, yeah, it seems like he's not going to have a chance here, but I'm hoping that he does do something to progress, because just pure torture here is not the thing that I want to see in the series. So yeah, let's just get started. I like her tan skin. All right, let's skip ahead. All right, a fairy's power. They still haven't explained at all how what she is doing inside of his game and how she has these abilities and stuff. Hopefully, you can overcome this hurdle this episode instead of dragging this out. What kind of counseling is this? So one of the problems I have with this game and everyone else is that apparently everyone starts in the same place, like a similar starting point. So how did she end up where she is? I wonder how much this is actually going to help. I don't think it's going to help much. There we go. Yeah, of course. Nobody was surprised. Even if he did join because of that, shouldn't, like, this is for training, right? Of course, they should. The point of training is to train someone from no skill into some skill. I really don't like her, to be honest. She hasn't done a single helpful thing this entire time. Also, her design sucks. Alright, hopefully she doesn't do anything to make me dislike her, because so far she's been pretty agreeable. Oh no. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. Does she have like some sort of religion she's going to try to convert him to? There's no real way to tell if you have a quest in this game. You must pay the church now. Give me money. Please put 50 coins in here. Uh, uh, she's just gonna pour water on him? Oh, okay. Well, I guess they take things literally in this church. Okay, now they're gonna ask for money, aren't they? Oh, okay. I'm pleasantly surprised there. That could have gone way worse. You'd think since magic actually exists in this world, there would be gods and having and like praying to them would actually do something. Again, these things are progressing incredibly slow in this series. Usually, I really want anime to slow down a bit when it comes to adapting something, but I feel with this, they really should have picked up the pace. I feel eventually things are going to get better, but it's just taking so long. So is this, yeah, the fact that he looks weak means that, unlike him, he probably is skilled at something. Otherwise, the other guy wouldn't hang around him either. Yeah, it's around what I expected. Oh, how much does this series want to torture the main character? Yeah, yeah, there's not really been much progress, huh? I feel like the counseling and the baptism thing could have been completely cut out and it would have been the same thing. Ah, of course. Now she's gonna abandon him for real. This is getting a little unbearable. Oh, this episode kind of sucks. I don't know how many chances I'm going to give this show before I finally decide that maybe the anime itself isn't worth watching. The little glimpses of progress that we've had so far, I they're not enough. All of this could have happened last episode and it would have been the same thing. I don't trust you. I don't trust you to help him at all. Oh no, they're gonna blame him and it's gonna get even worse, isn't it? Oh, they're gonna take his, aren't they? She's gonna make things so much worse. Why are you doing this show? Why do you have to keep doing this? I don't understand. See, this is real bullying. If anybody watches the show Nagatoro, then it doesn't even compare. That's not bullying. This is bullying. I know they're going to take it out on the main character. I'm absolutely sure. For some reason, they're not really doing anything, which I'm surprised about. So she's kind of bullying him now. But again, I'm very impressed. Well, not impressed, but I'm very surprised that he's not taking it out on the main character. Oh, there we go. That took a while. Someone's defending him. Oh my goodness. I know where this is going and I'm oh god, this is not a good episode, is it? I what are you doing, show? I don't understand. This is not the way that I want this to go. Well, it seems the rest of these people aren't afraid of him very much. They did avert their eyes earlier, so that confuses me. The thing that I want to see the most in this series is the main character pushing through the adversity and succeeding. And this entire episode is none of that. I This is not the way that I would want anyone to win. Why would he believe a random note, though? Yeah, but you kind of have to take in consideration the source of that. Oh, But uh, she's still. I mean, I understand why. I understand why she decided to do what she did earlier, but the fact that the show is putting these situations on screen in the first place is the part that I'm not really a fan of. I'd say that everyone who was doing wrong are getting their comeuppance, but I can't say that either because like the means are terrible, and not only that, they're inaccurate. So people are being accused of things they didn't do, and the things they did do are only being brought to light because of that. So I'm not really a big fan of this episode. I just wanted to see some training. I was excited for this in the beginning, but this is just like pure bullying. Are we actually going to have to see, or are we actually going to be able to see training? I'm willing to pretend this episode didn't exist. gonna pin it on Hiro. It's not even your fault, so why is it giving you that title? What does that even mean? So a player can be a support character? So is she not really playing the like? How does that work? I don't know how this game works. The rules don't seem to be consistent at all, which disappoints me since it seemed like hopefully it would do that during the first episode. Like I hope that's where it was going, where it had consistent rules and clear. All right, you suck. You could have at least. Oh man, this episode I think is easily the worst episode of the series so far. There was nothing about it that was enjoyable, like at all. From Hiro himself being bullied to other characters being coerced into allowing the bullying, to then have the bullies be bullied as well. There was nothing about it that was enjoyable for, like, in any way. There was no pushing through adversity. There was no growth on anyone's character. This was legitimately the worst of the episodes. I feel it could have not existed at all and just tacked on top of the last episode, and then it would have been the same thing. From Hiro looking for something to help and then just wasting all of that time, it contributed nothing. There was nothing about it that led to it being some part of the progression of a character or a story. This episode sucked. I did not like it. I wonder if somebody who did like this episode would like about it. I mean, on the one hand, it was sort of accurate about how bullying can be, but I feel that could have been done in a way that felt like it progressed something at the end, but this wasn't. This is I didn't like this episode. Okay, well, I hope the next one is a lot better. Especially considering they left us on a cliffhanger that is probably not even going to be satisfying to resolve next episode. Hopefully, what she's about to say will explain a little bit about how she seems to be a different type of player than he is. It's almost like if she's like a mod or something, but I don't think she has anything to do with the development of the game, so how she got that status escapes me. She doesn't seem to have one of those emblems, those things that show her status as a player or anything. So she doesn't seem to be a player. There's also the thing that I've been complaining about constantly about how, or just mentioning constantly about, I don't know how the multiplayer system works in this game, considering it's a single player game, pretty much, with saving. So how does saving work when other players can also be in your world? There's just so much that hasn't been even touched on that kind of needs to be, I think. But it's easy to look past that when, the series is at least enjoyable, but this episode wasn't, at all. So it kind of makes you question those things even more. All right, well, that was my reaction to episode 9 of Full Dive. I really thought that something good was going to happen this episode. Hiro was going to progress. He was going to get stronger somehow, give us more hope for him. But besides him unlocking that ability, nothing has happened. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Bye.